Welcome back from that short break, and this team is a super Sunday with all the action that is going to be provided to all of us. We kick things off with Liverpool hosting a poor Fulham side.
Yeah, Tony, Fulham has been poor. They are now rooted at the bottom of the table for sure. But Liverpool also has not really played the blistering football. They have got the points this season, but we still wanted to see them having the attacking prowess of last season.
It's certainly not yet back.
It's not yet back, and we've seen with the goal scored, they are actually coming number 4 behind City, Arsenal, and Chelsea. So to me, I still think something is lacking in Liverpool. But having Tony dropped points in the last game to Arsenal, we call it dropping points because they are above Arsenal in the table, and then also having a loss at Zvezda, I thought that, Tony, has really blown off Liverpool open, and other teams might have a go on Liverpool, though I think they're strong enough for this.
We talked about how Klopp now must be reacting, especially after he sorted out the issues that he had at the back.
Yep.
So it's probably an issue of him trying to balance attack and defense, trying not to over-indulge in the attacking field.
Yep.
And so, of course, some of it has to do with Salah not being back to his best yet.
Yep.
It's very, very interesting. But Fulham have been very poor.
Yeah.
They've not showed anything.
Very poor.
They've been less than ideal. The manager has been given this last game to save himself, and I think Slavisa will be out of the job after this. It's going for 3-1 win for Liverpool.
I don't think you can judge him on this game, but I think Liverpool should be able to win this 4-0.
Very interesting there. Fulham showing very, very poor, having a poor start in the Premier League. After that game, we'll have another brilliant game. Chelsea, the Blues taking on Everton. The Blues.
Yeah, the Merseyside Blues in Everton. This Everton side, Tony, is revived. We've seen them playing good. But Chelsea, Tony, is the team that we all think now can give Man City the push. We looked at their squad on Thursday night. They almost had most of the players benched, Tony. That means their first 11 side is fresh for the Everton game.
Very interesting there. Of course, Chelsea will be going into that game in second place, 27 points. Everton are on 9th. And in 9th place on 18 points. Don't forget they failed to beat Manchester United. They've not played well. They've not got the results against the big side yet. So it will be very interesting to see how Marco Silva does there. Richarlison is a player that has been rejuvenated in a newfound role. So it will be interesting to see how he plays in this particular game. But Chelsea are the only unbeaten side in Europe right now, in Europe's top 5 leagues. I've gone for 2-1 Chelsea.
I think Chelsea will win this 3-1.
Very interesting there, big game. Of course, we know that Giroud also finally got a goal for himself in midweek in the Europa League. Arsenal after that will be hosting a wounded Wolves side. They started well in this season. They've started falling off.
Yeah, Tony, Wolves has fallen off. We all thought they were going to be the team that's going to upset most of these clubs. But having watched the first 5 games, Tony, where Wolves was performing brilliantly, they were playing the same squad. And when you look at the bench, there's really not enough firepower except maybe Adama Traore there. So I thought maybe
the compact man.
I thought maybe the fatigue has started cropping in. We are not realizing it, but that could be the reason why this Wolves side cannot pick up wins now.
Very interesting. Wolves showed they matched Man City. They drew that game 1-1. They suddenly thought that of the promoted sides they would be the best. They suddenly find themselves in 11th, which means they are the best of the promoted sides. But they should be further up the table. So it will be very interesting to see how they do in this one. Arsenal have not lost a game in over 12 games now. So it will be very interesting. They dropped points suddenly last weekend against Liverpool. They dropped more points in the Europa League, though they are already through the round of 32. I think Arsenal can win this one 3-0.
I think they'll also win this 2-0.
And of course, our best wishes will be going out to that Arsenal striker, Danny Welbeck, who injured his ankle there. That might rule him out for the rest of the season. So it will be very, very interesting. We kick things off on Saturday afternoon, though, with another very interesting London derby. Crystal Palace have had a nightmare run.
It's a nightmare run, Tony, but they're playing Tottenham this time on. Also Tottenham, Tony, having bad news there. We know Dembele is out for until maybe the new year there. But Crystal Palace has to find a way to pick up. We know them to be teams that are able to match up this size, especially when they're playing at home. But it has not been the case. They had a 2-2 draw with Arsenal, but that's when they scored their first goals of the season. They have to find a way, Tony, this case.
Crystal Palace have been so poor. They have the worst home record in the division right now. They certainly need to find something in this particular game. But if you look at their last 5 games against Tottenham, they've lost all
Yep.
by a single goal, just 1-0.
Yep.
So it's a game that I think if they give it a push that they gave it against Arsenal,
Yep.
they can't be able to get a 1-1 draw.
I also think, Tony, they should be able to get a draw here, but I've gone for a little high scoring 2-2.
Very interesting there. Crystal Palace taking on Spurs on Saturday evening. It's the late kickoff on Saturday. They are very, very interesting. Spurs having their duo of Eriksen and Dele Alli coming now back fully fit. We'll be expecting them to start there. Of course, they had a labored win against PSV in the Champions League there. Very, very interesting. We have lots of more action in the elsewhere in the divisions. We have in the Serie A another very, very interesting game on Sunday evening. Milan in 4th place. They've not been in the Champions League for over 8 seasons.
No.
They take on Juventus, another side that's going away with the trophy there. So it's a very, very interesting game. Juve will be looking to bounce back from their loss of the season.
Yeah, they'll be looking to bounce back, but also AC Milan, Tony, is doing they're in a rebuilding stage right now.
It has taken
very long. But if they're able to beat Juventus, Tony, it will be a massive result for them.
And of course, massive result also for Gennaro Gattuso, who people were saying he might leave that job. There were rumors that Arsene Wenger would take on that role, but he has come out and said it's fake news. Big game there, of course, on Sunday night. And we'll also have another of Wenger's former proteges, Henry, taking his poor Monaco side to PSG, the runaway leaders in the French league. Do you think Henry has had an ideal start?
No, Tony, it's the worst.
It's his first job as a boss.
Yeah, Tony, and it's a very poor start. I don't think it's a dream job anymore for Thierry Henry. And going to PSG, Tony, that's a devastating game. I believe Henry will have a very, very bad result of his career here.
Very, very interesting. We wait to see how Henry does. His team currently in 19th place in the league, Monaco on 7 points. They've sold their best players in the last couple of seasons. They've done something that Southampton has been doing in the Premier League. So they might be facing, like you said, a tough night there at home. Very interesting. And on Saturday, we have the Bundesliga's big week. Dortmund in 1st place, taking on a rebuild, suddenly a resurgent Bayern Munich. They had gone to 6th place, now they're back in 3rd place. Only 4 points separate these sides. Dortmund will be taking on Bayern. Yeah,
Tony, I fancy Dortmund here. I think they're playing beautiful football. And this is a chance they have, Tony, to peel away from Bayern. We all know for sure that come the end of the season, Bayern will be the closest rival, or Dortmund will be the closest rival to Bayern. So it's a huge game, this.
It's a must win for Dortmund, if you ask me. If they are to get anything out of this season, that Bayern Munich started poorly, you don't get these chances often.
No, you don't.
In the Bundesliga, where Bayern are faltering.
No.
It will be a chance that they will be looking to take there. And of course, we know that Jadon Sancho, the brilliant England under-21 international, will be hoping to continue his brilliant form there. He's had a nice time in Germany. But we have nothing left to say. Don't forget to tune in to our show, like the page, like all our videos, share them, like our social media pages. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. For now, we'll leave you to enjoy the weekend of football. So much is happening. We'll be bringing you all those predictions on our Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram pages. Bye for now.
Bye.